We have fallen out of love with our own existence. When you think about that, you might think, does that relate to anything in the Bible? How does that relate? Feeling disconnected from, weary of, or having fallen out of love with existence is a deeply human experience. The Bible addresses this exact feeling or existential dread, EXISTENCITIAL, burnout, and meaningless through several prominent figures and books. Here is how these feelings relate to biblical themes and stories. The exhaustion of existence, Ecclesiastes. The entire book of Ecclesiastes reads like a journal of someone who has lost their passion for life. The author, traditionally King Solomon, looks at everything human existence has to offer and finds it draining. Vanity of vanities. The author repeatedly uses the Hebrew word hevel, often translated as meaningless or vapor, describing life as a fleeting puff of smoke that you cannot grasp. The endless cycle. Ecclesiastes 1:9 states, "What has been will be again, and what has been done will be done again. There is nothing new under the sun." This captures the precise feeling of being trapped in a repetitive, exhausting routine. Desiring an end to existence. Desiring an end to existence. Job and Elijah. The Bible does not shy away from characters who actively hated their circumstances and wished they did not exist. Job's regret. After losing his family, health, and wealth, Job curses the very day he was born. In Job 3:11, he asks, "Why did I not perish at birth and die as I came from the womb?" Elijah's burnout. After a massive victory against his enemies, the prophet Elijah experienced a severe emotional and physical crash. Overwhelmed by fear and exhaustion, he sat under a tree and prayed that he might die, saying, "I have had enough, Lord. Take my life." 1 Kings chapter 19, verse 4. The concept of the groaning creation. The Bible describes the feeling of existential weariness, EXISTENTIAL, weariness, not just as an individual problem, but as a universal reality of our current world. Frustrated design. In Romans 8:20 through 22, the Apostle Paul writes that the entire creation was subjected to frustration, and that the whole world has been groaning as in the pains of childbirth right up to the present time. Universal weight. The passage suggests that feeling a heavy, mismatched friction with the world is a natural response to living in a broken reality. The biblical response to existential weariness. When biblical figures fall out of love with existence, the narrative rarely met them with judgment. Instead, the response usually involved two things: physical rest and nourishment. When Elijah wanted to give up, God didn't give him a lecture. He sent him an angel to give him food, water, and sleep. 1 Kings chapter 19, verses 5, 6, and 7. A shift in perspective. Ecclesiastes concludes that since we cannot control or understand the grand scheme of existence, the remedy is to find joy in small immediate things: eating a meal, enjoying simple work, and living in reverence of the present moment. Living in reverence of the present moment. God bless you, friends. Have a great day.